What is up, YouTube? Doomwake here, and welcome to another video on the channel. We are going to be playing some more Tameshi Bloom upon request. I know a lot of you have been posting in the comment section of the recent videos. Y'all want to see some more Tameshi Bloom, so I'm going to give you some more Tameshi Bloom. Now, with the list that we last played on the channel, I think it was about maybe over a week and a half ago at this point, I have made some changes. Now, I will say, this list that you're seeing right here is not necessarily the most updated list. I've made a few small changes since I've played this league. I've been playing this deck a ton over the past week or so, and I've been continuously iterating, so it's by the time I got to make this video, I've already made a few changes. I'll go over those changes. There's not a ton of changes, but we'll talk about those in a second. The main change with this deck list compared to the last video, if you saw the last Tameshi video that I made, is the addition of, oh, hold on a second, I gotta get the card preview up. I'm slacking here a little bit. So the biggest addition to this deck list from the last list is the change from Birds of Paradise to our Boreal Grazer. Now, along with that, you'll notice we have 26 lands compared to the last list that had 24, because when you're playing with our Boreal Grazer, you want more lands. But the cool thing is, this deck kind of wants more lands anyways, because you need, I would say, the turn that you're going off with Colossus, ideally you want at least 4 lands. You want to be able to at least draw 4 cards off Colossus. That's the number that I've felt the most comfortable with in terms of not bricking. 3 or less can get a little dicey. 2 is almost, you have to get insanely lucky at 2, but 3 is kind of like the sketchy number. 4 or more, I feel pretty confident. But let's go over the combo real quick for those of you who didn't see the last video. We are combining Tameshi Reality Architect and Lotus Bloom. Tameshi says you can pick up a land for X and a white to get an artifact or enchantment from the graveyard back into play with mana cost X. So you pay 1 mana, pick up a land, get back the Bloom, sack Bloom, 3 white, use one of those white, pick up another land, get back the Bloom, rinse and repeat. Basically, it turns all of your lands into +2 mana. What are you doing with all that mana? We're casting Cultivator Colossus, which conveniently is really good because we just picked up all of our lands to Tameshi. And then Cultivator Colossus puts the lands back into play. Make sure you have all spells in hand. You're likely going to find another Colossus or a Call or a Finale or a Wargate. You have a million ways to get access to a Colossus with all these tutors. And basically, you just cycle through a bunch of Colossuses until you've generated enough mana to cast Finale of Devastation for X equals 10 or more. Gives all your creatures haste. You attack your opponent. That's the combo. Now, the rest of this deck is essentially just the combo, Bloom and Tameshi, and then Colossus I guess you can put in the combo section. Ways to assemble the combo: Eladamri's Call finds Colossus and Tameshi, Wargate finds Bloom, Tameshi, and Colossus, Finale finds Tameshi and Colossus. Now, you'll notice that Finale and Call don't directly search for Bloom. That's why we're playing 1 Goblin Engineer, because with the combo, we don't need a Bloom in play, we just need it in the graveyard. So, we can call for an Engineer, play Engineer, put a Bloom in the graveyard, next turn have Tameshi, we're good to go. So that's why there's 1 Goblin Engineer. Looks a little weird, but there's definitely a purpose, because you essentially have this many copies of Goblin Engineer, so you only need to play 1. And then Teferi, which is, honestly, I think Teferi might be the best card in the deck, just because there's so many situations where if my opponent is holding up, 3 removal spells, like let's say a Bolt and a Heat, or, a Push and a Bolt, or something along those lines, you just play Teferi, and they lose the game on the spot. Because with Lotus Bloom, especially, like if you go turn 3 Wargate for Lotus Bloom, you now have 7 mana on turn 4, which is exactly enough mana to be able to go 3 for Teferi, 3 for Tameshi, 1 to activate Tameshi. That's all you need for the combo. So you don't even have to play Tameshi. It's not like one of those combos where, like, Splinter Twin, for example, you have to play the Exarch and then untap with the Exarch. You don't have to do that with Tameshi. You can just kill them the turn you play Tameshi. So you can just slow roll it until you get Teferi into play, which is so awesome. And then the last card in this deck is Prismatic Ending. This is actually the card that has since left the deck. The changes to this deck that I've made, where I've gone -3 Ending, -1 Finale, for a couple of one-ofs. I think it was a Portable Hole, a Spell Pierce, a Sakura Tribelder, and a Skyclave Apparition. I'm still tinkering with some numbers, so I'm not sure exactly what's correct in those flex spots. Prismatic Ending is a fine card. I just found that it wasn't as necessary. Like, you can kind of cover all of your bases by adding 1 Hole, which you can Wargate for, and 1 Skyclave, which you can Call or Finale or Wargate for. So you get a lot more utility out of playing those cards, but you get to also have 1 additional flex spot because you can cut the endings. And then the third Finale is up for debate. I think you only need 2. I had 3 because there were spots where I had to cast 2, and I didn't have 1 after I've drawn through my deck to, like, actually kill my opponent, but it's rare that that matters. You can likely just pass on a giant board, and you don't actually have to kill them that turn. And then with the additional mana, we actually have more copies of Beseiju and more copies of Otawara because we're playing more lands with the Grazers. And Otawara is awesome because it is obviously a good interactive tool, but it's also a way to pick up your own Colossus on the combo turn, which is really sick. And then Beseiju is just good interaction, and then fetches, shocks, triumphs, nothing too fancy there. Moving on to the sideboard, a couple small changes. We got 2 Sanctifiers. I'm now down to 1 copy because I don't think the second one really ever comes up because you can search for it, so you really only need 1 copy. Skyclave, which has since moved to the main deck. 2 Spell Pierces, which I've kept. Veils, I've kept. I think this is the best anti-hate package because Pierce covers a lot of things, Veil covers a lot of things, and also cantrips, which is really important because your deck, you want to like find your combo pieces and all that kind of stuff. 2 Endurances have since left the deck. I've replaced those with just 1 Tormod script. I think you could maybe justify playing 1 copy of Endurance because you have Eladamri's Call, so you can instant speed, call for Endurance, and still be able to pitch the Endurance. So maybe 1 copy is good. I don't have any in my current list, but I could see 1 copy being good. Magus I've replaced for Alpine Moon, but I've noticed a lot of people still playing Magus, so that's pretty close. I think against big mana specifically, I'd rather have Magus, but I think Alpine Moon is better against Hammer because it's cheaper, so it kind of really depends on what you're expecting to play against. Meddling Mage and Lavinia I've kept in the deck. Those cards are both great. You have 4 Eladamri's Call. These are both just absolute bangers in certain matchups. The 1 Omnath I've also kept. Really good mid-range threat, specifically against blue-white control. I don't typically bring it in against the other Omnath decks because you can't really play a mid-range game like they can, so it's kind of dicey, but it's really good against blue-white and some of the less, over-the-top mid-range decks, if that makes sense. And then the Knight of Autumn has also since left the sideboard. Additional cards that I've added to the sideboard, I've added the second portable hole. I think there might have been 1 or 2 more cards, but again, this list has not changed that much since this particular deck list. The big change that we're going here is we're playing Grazer over Birds because I felt like Birds just died a lot. So, obviously Birds Paradise is extremely fragile. Grazer, you get, there's downside because you need to play more lands and you have to have the land in your hand for the Grazer, but there's also a ton of upside because it just blocks Ragavan, so it's really, really good. And this deck has absolutely blown up over the past couple of weeks. I saw Nassif playing in the challenge. I think he played a few leagues with it. I'm pretty sure he 5-0'd. I 5-0'd myself with this deck. I've seen it all over Twitter. This deck is blowing up, and for good reason. I think it's a really solid deck. It's really consistent. It has a ton of tutors, like 4 Teferis with a solid combo and a million tutors. It's really hard to go wrong with that configuration. So I'm really, really impressed with this deck. I really think you guys are going to enjoy the league. And again, I wanted to go over the changes that I've made since the last video that we have done. So without further ado, I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. All right, we're on the play. We have Tameshi and we have Finale for Recruiters. So I think I'm going to keep this. Put an H on the deck box. Love to see it. And a hornet's nest on the outside of our dorm room, window in college, and they figured out Yeah, exactly. Yeah, especially if you do it to the whole like this on turn 1. Especially if you do it to the whole nest. That shit just evaporates. Oh my god, we're playing the mirror. Oh. Holy shit. Things I did not think would happen in 2022. Playing the Tameshi mirror. Okay. Your turn. So, this is kind of weird, champ. Our hand's kind of slow, which is not great. Yeah. Late to the party there, buddy. Late to the party. That's what I get for playing a tier 0 strategy. Yep, best deck in the format confirmed. We're just going to play 5 mirrors. I have seen a lot of stuff on Twitter where a lot more people have been playing this deck. I would love to draw my Teferi so I can blank their Bloom. I guess it doesn't do anything, because even if they have Tameshi, it's irrelevant. Teferi versus Bloom doesn't do anything in this matchup. So I think I have to go Tameshi, and then next turn I can go Finale for Engineer and try to go off. Yeah. Well, unless I'm dead, but... if I'm dead, there's not much I can do about it. Because next turn I'll have 5 mana, or I can go Finale for Engineer with a mana up to activate Tameshi, and then I'll have access to 11 mana. So. Oh, you're right, because I can't cast it. It actually does stay exiled. You're 100% right. Yeah, no, you're correct. Is ending Tef an option? I don't really think Tef matters. Like, I have Finale for Engineer. I have access to Lotus Bloom. The Tef doesn't matter. Like, I can try to kill them next turn. But we're likely going to die if they have a payoff. Looks like they have a payoff. Yeah, probably dead. I think we would have won this game if they didn't have Teferi. Well, no, that's not true. Oh, this triggers on their stuff too? Whenever one or more non-creature permanents are returned to hand. That's awesome. I get to trigger mine too. That's gas. I did not know that. The things you learn in the Tameshi mirror. Utopia Sprawl. So they're choosing to play Sprawl over Grazer or Birds. I still think I like Grazer better. I had considered Sprawl, but... Alright, we just need a payoff. That is not a payoff. I think I'm still going to YOLO. The other option is just Prismatic Ending Tameshi and kill Teferi. And then just wait a turn. I don't know if I like that. Could go land, Finale, activate, and I get one more draw off of Tameshi, so I get one more look at finding a payoff. I think I'm just going to go for it. I don't know if this is right, but I'm just going to go for it. Yeah, I was just debating if I wanted to go for it this turn, or if I just wanted to go Prismatic Ending this, kill Tef. But I think this is fine. I think this is good. So we'll get the Bloom, get back Bloom, bounce land, and then we get the draw card off of this. And if we miss off of this draw... oh, never mind. Imagine missing. Couldn't be me. Imagine ever missing. Could not possibly be me. White. Done. Hold on. I'll get you the song request in a minute. I gotta play this game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Unless they just scoop. I mean, they know what's up, right? I think they know what's up. They're playing literally the same deck. I mean, they could make me go through it, but... should have kept it Beseech, but... Alright, they conceded. Alright, let's get the song request up. It's like this cancer in my blood. Subaru Crosstrek by Hobo Johnson. Okay. Let's do a search on Spotify. Hobo Johnson, Subaru Crosstrek. Alright, in the queue. What's up, Waterfalls? Does this deck have any advantages over other combo style decks like Amulet, or mainly just weird and fun? It's not weak to Blood Moon. Tim's gonna hate this. Why? It's yeah, I mean, it's better against Blood Moon. If you're comparing it directly to Amulet, and that's just a 1-for-1 comparison. So if there's more Blood Moons in the format, it's also weak. It's also way better against Force of Vigor. Like this deck doesn't care about Moon or Force of Vigor. So Picola seems good. Why? I also can't cast my own cards. Why would I want Meddling Mage? It's not one-sided. And they don't, it's not like Lavinia that's one-sided. I could bring in Lavinia, because Lavinia's good against their Lotus Blooms. Meddling Mage Tameshi. Well, also, we have Finales and Wargates, so Meddling Mage doesn't do anything. Same thing with Colossus. You can just Finale or Wargate for a Colossus. I don't think... Yeah, and also you have your own copies. I think... I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like a lot of these cards. I think they all suck. I don't really know, man. I don't think I like any of my options. Maybe Veil, but like Veil's also bad against Teferi. Like I think I just want to be as fast as possible. I could see cutting Prismatic Ending. It's kind of slow. I think his deck is good in the current meta. I've been liking it. I've been having some good success with it. Yeah, it feels bad to cut Ending against Tameshi though. But at the same time, they usually just wait until you're dead to play Tameshi. It's usually not like a Tameshi pass. It's usually Tameshi and then kill you. Endurance could be good against their combo. It like messes with Lotus Bloom. Maybe. We could try Endurance actually. What if we did this? Okay, I'm actually down with that. Let's try Endurance. I hadn't thought about that because you can mess with their graveyard. Ending for Tef? Possibly. I guess Endurance is bad against Ending, but not if they lead on Engineer. It's a little bit better. Oh, I've heard this song. I just didn't know what it was called. The scene's pretty weak to Teferi, but I'm going to keep it. Well, what I'm saying, Scourge, is it's bad against Teferi. Because if they lead Teferi and then Tameshi, your Endurance doesn't do anything. Right? Especially if they haven't put the Lotus Bloom in the graveyard yet. Yeah, sure, that's fair. I don't know if I like Sprawl more than Grazer. I think I like Grazer more. They also didn't have Teferi, which is good for me. Call. Yep. Did they suspend Bloom? They did, didn't they? Yeah. Well, on the draw. Troll Despair. Yeah, Grazer also blocks Monkey. Utopia Sprawl doesn't block Monkey. Grazer seems like the perfect card for this deck. Phase Divergent this with Karn. Interesting. Karn sounds kind of cool. What's up, 3 to the Dome? What'd they get, by the way? Wow, they actually had the Omnath in their deck. I'm kind of surprised at that. I don't think this is where you want to be. Unless they already had Tameshi rolled up, but I'm not sure I like this card in this matchup. It seems like they're trying to play a fair value plan, and I'm just trying to get them dead. Question is, do I play Tameshi into Ending? No, I don't think so. I think I'm just going to pass. Because I can kill them next turn anyways. Because this is just going to be Colossus. Well, unless I'm dead, obviously. If I'm dead, I'm dead, but... Karn Tameshi sounds like Peak Doom. Doesn't get any better than that. Okay. Am I dead? Sounds like I'm dead. Alright, I'm gonna have 6. I'll scoop once they play the first Colossus. Also, Utopia Sprawl, not a combo with picking up your lands to Tameshi, although I guess they would just leave this one in play. But it's also irrelevant, because when you're doing this, you likely just kill them that turn anyways, so... Let's hope they don't have a payoff. Seems like they have a payoff. Tilt. Well, I would have won this game on the play. So I guess we get to be in the play for game 3. I like how they picked up the Sprawl land. Is this deck actually good? I think so. It's funny, after I posted that video 3 to the Dome, the next league, I played a league off stream and I 5-0'd. I think this deck's legit. I really do. I've been really impressed with it. It's very resilient. It's very redundant, too, because you have a million tutors. You have Eladambri's Call, Wargate, and Finale, which are effectively all... So you get to play the combo, right? So you're playing 4 Tameshi, 4 Bloom. But you also get to play all these tutors, and every single tutor is another copy of both of your combo pieces, which is actually kind of insane. Like, Call can get Engineer, which gets Bloom, so it's like all of these cards can get every combo piece. So you just have infinite redundancy, and that also makes you better against interaction because you can reset up the combo so easily. It's effortlessly. I think it's good. I've been impressed with it. Oh, we wanted to cut ending, didn't we? Okay, play Pierce. Too late. They both kind of suck. I think this hand is way too slow. Actually, no, it's turn 4 kill, right? Turn 3 Wargate for Bloom. Turn 4 Finale for Tameshi. I mean, I'm not going to mulligan a turn 4 kill into play, right? Do exclamation point deck. Not list. Chance to save myself. Keep getting clacked by weird off-meta decks at your locals. Any examples? Let's get Jeskai. Jeskai. This one. Go. I guess this sucks if they have a Tef or an ending, because they can actually get my Bloom, and I can't curve it into Finale. So that would be kind of awkward. Let's get the planes. Blue, green, white. Please no Tef. Please no Tef, please no Tef, please no Tef, please no Tef, please no Tef. Yeah, I know, but I know I can sack it, but what I'm saying is I can't play Finale next turn for Tameshi. I need this in play to be able to Finale for Tameshi. So if they bounce this, I know I can sack it, I just can't kill them. What's up, Martar? Well, I'm actually delayed 2 turns because I need 5 mana to Finale. So I need to go land, Finale, and when I Finale for Tameshi, I'm going to be tapped out. So you need to be able to have a mana floating when you play Finale for Tameshi. Okay. So they're dead. Unless they sack their Bloom for Prismatic Ending. Oh! Okay, I did not expect that. So that's kind of awkward. No, you can't do it twice because it is you can only do it as a sorcery. Tameshi's ability you can only activate as a sorcery. So I think I have to bait the Tormod script. I think what I want to do... I think I want to go land, Finale for 3, sacking Bloom, and just pass. And then next turn, I can force action with the Crypt, and then Finale for the Engineer, and then kill them that way, right? I guess I could just jam the Colossus. No, but then I don't have enough mana next turn to be able to go. If I no, that's bad because if I jam Colossus, I need to be able to go Finale for Tameshi and Finale for Engineer in the same turn. So I think I'd rather just Finale for Tameshi now. Yeah, I like that better. I'm just gonna Finale for Tameshi and then pass. I'm not gonna go for it this turn. I'm gonna wait a turn because I don't want to pick up a land this turn. Yeah, if they have ending, sure, but like I could just have another Tameshi then, right? Like if they have ending, I still have more Tameshis. I think this plays fine. Well, casting Colossus also loses the bloom, and I only have 2 lands. So if I hit 2 spells, I don't know. I guess that's not bad. Then I have a 6/6 and 6 lands in play. Maybe that's good enough. But yeah, see, this is kind of awkward. So now I can go Tameshi, pick up a land, force the action. Yeah, now I'm going to force the action. And then I can just replay my land. Yeah, they pop. I don't really care. I guess I'll suspend this. Play this. Go. I mean, unless they have another Crypt or another Teferi or a Prismatic ending, then we're fine. Yeah, but like Cast Colossus is also pretty bad into Teferi, right? Which, like, I'm not trying to be results based because they had the Teferi, but I don't know. I think it's close. Yeah, I guess them bouncing Colossus is not bad for me because then I can just replay it again if I draw another land. I need to hit like 1 land off of the 2 draw steps. Tameshi locks me out. Oh, because they can Tameshi for Crypt. Holy shit! I didn't think about that. They can just reuse the Crypt over and over again. That's insane. All right, I should probably add a Torbot's Crypt to my deck. I think I had a Crypt in the first version. I cut it in this version though. Yeah, Crypt seems insane. I forgot you could just Tameshi it back. Yeah, Crypt is nuts. Uh, all right. Well, I'm gonna cast Finale of Devastation. Does it resolve? Surely it will resolve. Surely. Surely it will resolve. All right, what do you got? They could have Endurance, I guess. Looks like they have Endurance. Oh, they're bouncing Tameshi. Okay, that's awkward. They have 5 cards. Um, there's no reason to play this Tameshi right now, right? Yeah, I think I'm just pass. There we go. Why no Black Lotus has been called? Yeah, Tameshi plus Crypt against any graveyard deck. It sounds correct. What's this? Wargate for 0, sure. E's not bad. You can only E for 0, though, because when you rebuy it, doesn't get a counter. But it could be good. There's no way they don't have the combo, right? By now? Mishra's Bauble to draw. I mean, it's not just zeros. You can get back ones, too. You could play, like... I don't know. I'm trying to think of 1-mana artifacts that sacrifice themselves. Like Spell Bombs. Pyrite or Aether Spellbomb might be correct. But I guess you have to Wargate for 1 to Aether Spellbomb. Alright, well, I'm gonna cast Tameshi. I guess I should just cast Tameshi off Bloom. Alright, get back Bloom. Let's see what response they have this turn. I'm sure they have something. What's this? It's a lot of mana. Is this Wargate for 3? They're gonna get Endurance. They have to be getting Endurance here, right? Oh, I don't give a shit about that. I have another Tameshi. I don't care at all about that. Alright, so they're dead. Easy clap. Easy clap. Let's play Grazer. Easy clap. White. Get this back. Done. Pick up this. White. Green. Easy clap. Blue. This. Done. Pick up this. I guess I'll just play the Colossus. Alright, you're dead. You're dead. Alright, didn't have enough. This hand's good, right? I think so. I think I want this to get Ketria, just in case I peel the Goblin Engineer. Yorion Tameshi, huh? It's funny, you don't actually... I think, on average, you don't really care if Lotus Bloom is in your opening hand, because you usually will have access to it by turn 4 with Finale or Call. So it doesn't even matter if it's in your opening hand, most of the time. It's kind of whatever. Yeah, Grazer is awesome. Grazer is also so much better on the combo turn. It's essentially, we were talking about this in the intro, Grazer is +1 mana on the combo turn, which can be huge. That can matter so fucking much. Okay, my hand get a lot worse. Well, I just didn't draw a land, but... If I find a land for Teferion Saga, I think game's pretty easy from there, but... Tameshi Shardless for Bloom? No. Land. 26 lands, by the way. Maybe they don't know what I'm doing. Play Dryad Arbor so Finale could be a ramp spell. It's something worth considering for sure. Oh, they're playing Amulet, duh. I thought they were playing some weird shitty Tron, prison deck, but yeah, obviously they're just playing Amulet. Alright, well I guess we still win. Although, it's actually kind of hard to kill on only 2 lands. Okay. That's actually not terrible. Oh, wait, do I even have close to enough mana here? Okay, so I crack this for 3, play Tameshi. Tap this, pick up this, play Tameshi. Replay land. Or, excuse me. 3 blue, play Tameshi. Tap this, 1 mana. Pick up this, get Bloom black. Get Bloom, 3 mana. Replay land, 4 mana. Down to 3, get this back, 6 mana. Down 7 mana. Down to 6, get this back, 9. Oh, plus the Grazer is additional, that's 10, and then I can Finale for Colossus with 1 floating, right? That's exactly enough mana. Finale for Engineer? Why would I Finale for Engineer? Isn't that just less mana? Oh, no, you're talking about Martyr. Okay, you're replying to somebody in chat. Gotcha. Alright, well, I'm gonna go for it. I have to go for it, because I have to assume I'm dead next turn. So let's go white, get back Bloom. I'm gonna have to get really lucky off these 2 lands. I need to hit, I need to draw more lands, basically. Okay, that's good. So now we can play this untapped. We can go... Yeah, this should be enough, right? Play Grazer. Dude, the fact that Grazer is +1 mana on the combo turn is so sick. Go make white. Yeah, this should be enough. Can go make green. Done. And then this is 3, 4, 5, 8. Yeah, so I have to pick up my land, which means the first Colossus dies, but that's not a big deal. So we can go blue, white, get this back, pick up this. It's not a huge deal that the first Colossus dies. This is 10 mana, so we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. White floating. Always need a white floating. I mean, this is pretty damn close to deterministic, but I guess we could just not hit lands. Like, as long as we hit literally any lands, yeah, this is just easy mode. This is easy mode. Easy mode. Alright, we done did it. We done did it, chat. Easy mode. Finale for 10 here was just lethal. No, they have a blocker. Finale does not give your creatures trample. It only gives them haste. Right? Unless I'm missing something. Do I have to pick up the land again? Right? This is 9 mana. Yeah, I have to pick up the land again, don't I? Which means the second Colossus is also going to die? I don't think it's a big deal, but... yeah. I don't think it's a big deal. I think it's fine. It's kind of annoying, but still have one Colossus left. It shouldn't matter. I don't think it should matter. Alright, the next Colossus is definitely not gonna die. Okay. The next Colossus is definitely not gonna die. Yeah, I know. It's lethal. Because this last finale is the next finale is gonna be lethal. It's gonna take us a while, but God, this deck is so annoying to play on Moto. I don't know how much better it's gonna be in paper though. Because I have to keep track of all my mana. Oh, I could have searched my grave with the finale. That's what you're saying. Yeah, I should have done that. You're right. It's fine. Doesn't matter. I still have a Colossus. And I can also finale from the graveyard. It's not a big deal. Okay. Now, let's go... I have 2 finales left. So let's go... let's just cast the Wargate. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's get the last Colossus. Gonna make sure I don't deck. No Greater Hoof. You don't need Greater Hoof. It's overkill. Just make sure you don't deck yourself, because this is not a May. You have to draw a card. So it's not a May. Be careful of that. But this is obviously enough for lethal. I can just play my Grazers and then cast Finale for X equals 1,000,000. Ever hear this song on... Sorry, I'm not paying a lot of attention to chat. This is just very tedious when your opponent makes you play it out. Yeah, I know Colossus is a May putting the land into play, but it's not a May to draw a card. So what I'm saying is you can, like, if you accidentally put too many lands into play, you're forced to draw and then you deck. You know what I mean? That's what I meant to say. Alright, we get to kill them with Grazers. Death by Grazer. Death by Grazer. You ever been attacked by 4 Arboreal Grazers? You ever just been attacked by 4 Arboreal Grazers? Done. Search library. Irrelevant. Alright, attack you. These are aggressive Grazers. Okay. Okay, bro, this deck is so sweet. We could deal damage in the multiple hundreds. Oh, easily. Yeah, very, very easily. Alright, so what do you want against the Amulet? Obviously the Magoose. Magoose is good. Omnath, Poopy. Knight of Autumn, maybe, but it's kind of slow. Meddling Mage is good. I think Lavinia's bad. Veil Endurance, both bad. Pierce, bad. Sanctifier, bad. So, Skyclave, Knight of Autumn, potentially. We're not sure about those two. These are all bad. I think Teferi is not the best against them. I think I like Ending for Amulet. You could convince me to cut an Ending for a Knight, though. Because Knight kills Dryad, but so does Ending. If you consider Crumbling Vestige so you don't need a mana floating after Colossus. That's not a terrible idea. That's actually a really good idea. Because that means that, like, in those spots where you're really tight on mana, because you get to a lot of spots where you're like, you have to pick up your last land to be able to finale for exactly enough and have a mana floating. That's kind of a cool idea. So you just don't need mana floating when you play Colossus, as long as you have the Vestige. I don't know how many you can afford to play, though. Because your deck, the color requirements, I mean, in order to cast Call on turn 2, but you could always play, like, you know, Colored Source on turn 1, and then turn 2 Vestige main phase Call, which is probably fine. Nightkill Saga. Yeah, it does, JC, but it's really slow. You know? I mean, I guess other than Call into Night is good, but, like, Finale or Wargate for Night is not really where I ever want to be. Yeah, casting Wargate on time is important, too. Is it Underworld Breach combo deck? I don't really have a ton of opinions. Ooh. Perfect hand, by the way. Somebody screenshot this and post this as a sample hand. I'll give you 5 seconds to screenshot it. Alright, time's up. This hand is not the best. It's missing some lands. I think I keep and put back to Teferi. Just hope to draw some lands. I think this deck is good. I do, JC. I do. I actually like it quite a bit. The thing I love about this deck is it's so redundant. It's really good against hate because you have 10 tutors in your deck that are effectively copies of every single combo piece. And that's why I like it so much. Alright, I guess I'm going to get Temple Garden. And then just hope to find a green source to play Finale. Maybe I should have mulliganed this hand. This is kind of a weak Razor hand. This is obviously where I'd much rather have birds. Turn 2 Tef. Yeah, if I keep the Tef and draw a land, I guess. But, like, Tef's not even good against them. I don't think so. I don't know, maybe we should just play birds. This is, like, the first time that Grazers look bad. It is really important that Grazer is +1 mana on the combo turn, though. Tilt. Nope. Tilt, tilt, tilt. Like the Grazers more. Yeah, I tried to add more lands, because the house's list that I copied had 25 lands. I added a 26th, and I kind of want to play 27. I don't know if that's too many, but... I think people just don't play enough lands in their deck. I'm not trying to sound like Fran over here, but... No, I want to play 27, man. Endurance main phase. Okay. Deal. It's kind of a weird main phase endurance. Okay, drew green mana. Hmm. I kind of think I can actually kill both of these. You know what? Let's do that. Yeah, let's do that. Because I kind of want to save finale for I want to save finale for Tameshi anyways. I think I like this play. Why not 29? I mean, why not 30? 30 is a nice even number, right? Okay. So now we can finale for finale for engineer, and then if we draw a land, I can go call for Tameshi and play Tameshi. I could call for meddling mage. No, because if they have like Titan set up next turn, I could just call for mage next turn. I'm just gonna get engineer, I think. I guess this is worse if they have another endurance. But yeah, this is how we get down the slippery slope. Relic of Progenitus. Okay. Hmm. Makes the meddling mage plane a little bit worse. Kind of awkward. Hmm. Hmm. Well, the reason I block with engineer is because if I drew another finale, I could finale for engineer. That's why I wanted to block with it. It's a really weird spot. Do I just meddling mage? What's my plan after that? Like nothing? I mean, I could just YOLO cast the. I could just YOLO cast Tameshi and hope it works out. What if we just did that? You want some Executioner's Tax? That song is a banger. I'm down for it. I actually saw these guys live. Power Trip, they're really good. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for Tameshi and hope I find a Bloom or a finale. I guess Wargate's gonna be shut off here because I'm playing my extra land, which is kind of awkward, but I guess we have to draw exactly finale. Yeah, maybe this is bad. This is your current list. What do we got? Reeb Tameshi, 4 Grazer, 2 Birds, 26 lands. Yeah, you're just playing more mana sources. I kind of like that. I kind of just like playing infinite mana sources. Because you just can't afford to miss land drops. Yeah, I like the look of this. You don't have the Tormod script though. I think I would play Tormod script in the sideboard. I feel like maybe it's just better than Sanctifier. Is that crazy? Kill Dryad with land. No, if I kill anything, it's gonna be Saga. But I don't really know if I have any outs here. But I guess I'll just play it out. I have to draw like back-to-back combo pieces. It just didn't make a token. Cool. Bet. Yeah, and the fact that you can rebuy Tormod script with Tameshi is kind of insane. I had not realized you could do that, but that's kind of sick. See the Resurgent Belief 5-0? I did not, unfortunately. I mean, you just don't need to interact with people. Like, Teferi is your interaction, and most of the time that's good enough. Like, Teferi just buys you the one turn you need to combo off. I don't even think ending is that good. I have not been impressed by it. I'm down with the cut ending. Yeah, and you can also put like one copy of Portable Hole. You essentially have 5 copies of it by only playing one of them. Azusa. Ooh, maybe they'll die to Magus. They might just die to Magus. Oh, pause champ. Pause champ. So call is lethal. Yeah, imagine. Oh. Wait, do they have one more land play? Can they Titan me? Did I miscount? They might still have one land play left. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm dead. Shit. I miscounted. I'm just going to pack it in. Well, maybe they don't play around Magus. It's possible they don't play around Magus. Oh, yeah, I also might just be dead, right? Okay, well, they're out of land plays, so they can't trigger Valakut in combat, right? Yeah, they needed Vestige there. Yeah. Did haste. I have a blocker. They still have GG with Dryad. They have no land plays remaining, and they only have 3 lands in play. Valakut's not going to trigger on this Titan attack. Unless I miscounted again and they still have a land play left. I don't think they have a land play left. They played around the Magus anyways. Tilt. Wow, played around the Magus. I guess that's kind of free, but yeah, they definitely should have attacked with Dryad. Oh my god, I actually drew it too. That's so gross. Oh my god. I actually drew it too. That's insane. Oh no. That's so sick. Oh my god. No, I'm not going to reveal it, obviously, but god, that's so gross. Oh, man. Played around the Magus. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. What do you think of the Death Shadow Elvish Mystic Secret Lair? Link? I didn't see it. You can pop a link in the chat. Do we want more Tefs? Nah. This song is really good. So this hand is, like, pretty good if I draw any tutor. I have to keep this hand. Talos with the deck tech. Hit me with the link. We'll take a look at it after this Macharuski. Here's the secret layer. Let's take a peek at the secret layer. Can I make the image bigger? I would love to be able to make this image bigger. I can't really see it that well. From what I can tell, they look nice, but I need a bigger image. Just scroll. Am I stupid? Oh yeah, I'm stupid. Okay. Oh, those look nice. I like that. Yeah, those look baller. Yeah, those look sick. Little Jocelyn. Little Jocelyn. Amulet. That's dead. Oh. Maybe I should save the ending for like a relic or something. Yeah, let's actually just go Tef bounce this. Let's get basics. Kind of want to get a green source in case I draw Finale. I'm going to get a Plains and a Breeding Pool, I think. I think bouncing Amulet's fine. Maybe it's not, though. Maybe I should just plus. And then I could bounce a Saga. Might have been better. Maxwell gifting a sub to Apex. Thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, see, now I kind of have to just kill the Amulet. Yeah, I think minusing this was bad. I think I should have played Teferi, but I think minusing was bad. Because now if they just, like, natty draw the Relic, it's kind of awkward. That being said, if they don't have the Relic and I draw a land, I can win. Yeah, I don't care about that. Alright, so land for the win? Land for the win, huh? Land for the Dubski. Oh, I have enough mana anyways. What am I saying? Do I? Yeah, because I can replay a land. Yeah, I should have enough mana. I don't need a land. I think I have enough mana. I mean, I'm going to go for it. Yeah, because I can replay the land. I should have enough mana, right? I think. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I should have enough. Pick this up. Greg for white. Wait, cancel. Done. Crack for green. Done. Crack for blue. Doomlake wins the match. This hand's kind of sketchy. Alright, I'll keep... Despia, huh? I haven't tried Despia. I got you, Telos. I got you. Yeah, Plat 1 is so cracked. Ooh, give me a Grazer. 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 Damn it. I think I'm gonna get Ketria Triumph. Yeah. That was a good draw step, but... Have I tried playing Locket of Yesteryears yet? No. They're unnecessarily recursive. Every time I play Adamantispators, it's so messed up. That deck is so cracked. Why are you playing the Against the Odds deck? Because it's dope. There's a lot of people that have 5-0'd with this deck, me included. How are we 2-0? Because it's actually a good deck. I know it's hard to believe, but I think it's a good deck. Good enough for me to buy all the cards for it. Grazer. Damn it. Go. No Grazer, Sag. What are Fusion Mats for Despia specials it? Is that the that's the level 8, right? Yeah, Dramaturge. I think Yu-Gi-Oh's too many one-card combo enablers. I don't know. It's weird. Like when I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, I mean, I'm not trying to sound like an old man, but I kind of am an old man. But I was playing in like 2002 during Chaos. Like CED out of luck shit, and decks were so much slower. And obviously, as the game progresses, things are going to happen. But it was a lot different back then. I'm slamming Teferi. I think I'm going to get a basic. Kind of want to get a basic Plains. Should probably get a forest, right? No, because I have Besiege You. Yeah, I'm gonna get a Plains. This is probably gonna get pierced. I feel pretty good if this doesn't get pierced, though. I'm just gonna plus. Because if they don't kill Teferi, we can just kill them next turn. And then if they're using a removal spell on Teferi, that's one less removal spell for Tameshi. Do I have enough mana to go Teferi, Tameshi, kill you? I might. No, because they're just going to likely drown my Lotus Bloom. We'll see. Is it actually good, or are people just not used to playing against it yet? It's incredibly redundant. It has so many, like, tutors, and the cool thing is every single one of your tutors gets both combo pieces. Like, Call finds both Bloom and Tameshi because Call gets Goblin Engineer, so, like, every single tutor gets both combo pieces. You just have so much redundancy and, like, so much resilience because of that. It's, like, it's pretty crazy how resilient the deck is. If they draw on Bloom. Oh, that's true. Yeah, if they tap out for Drown on Bloom, then I just win anyways. Oh, they're attacking me. So are they going to heat Teferi and then draw on my Bloom, but then I still win, right? The counter Bloom doesn't do anything. Well, I won't have enough to play Tameshi and Teferi, right? So I guess their plan is heat Teferi, drown Tameshi. But if they let Bloom resolve, then I could just go Teferi into Tameshi, so I think I still win either way. Right? I think so. What are the unfavorable matchups? People have said that Murktide has been a bad matchup, but I beat it. I beat it 3 times in the 2 leagues that I played before this, so I don't know. You can just kind of grind through all their stuff. But again, that might have been because people didn't know what to counter and how to play against it, but yeah, but I wouldn't cast Cultivator. I would just kill them. Okay, that's fine. You're dead. No bad matchups. I mean, our opponent had turn 1 Ragavan and had, like, a good curve and 2 interactive spells, and we still killed them. Oh, don't tap the Hallowed Fountain, Doom. Oh, it doesn't matter because I have Plains, but... Alright, you're dead. Unless they have main deck Surgical. Any main deck Surgical gamers? Do you think that I'm invincible? That's also a plus mana. Dude, Grazer is so sick. The fact that it's +1 mana on the combo turn is so huge. So huge. Yeah, Grazer's dope. I actually messed up. I should have floated for green. So I actually have to bin a Colossus here. Yeah, I floated the wrong color of mana. I shouldn't have made blue. Because now I have to lose a Colossus. I don't think it matters at all, but... I did float the wrong color of mana. It shouldn't matter. Alright, they conceded. Do you think that I'm invincible? Yeah, it's +1 mana because you're spending a mana on the bird, so you're spending a mana on Grazer and a mana on Tameshi, but you get 3 mana on the Bloom activation. So it's -1, -1, +3. So if you have Tameshi plus Bloom, Grazer is just +1 mana, which is really huge. Alright, what do you want against Grixis? Probably Veils. Veils cracked. Do I want Sanctifier? It's good against Ragavan. Why not play for Finale? Well, you have more copies of Finale too, right? Like, Wargate is essentially the same card, but Wargate also finds Lotus Bloom, and Finale, like, Wargate finds Lotus Bloom for less mana. Wargate is a 3 mana Bloom. This is a 4 mana put a Bloom in the graveyard. So, like, if you need mana, Wargate is just a good ramp spell. And also, Wargate is more flexible. Like, it can find you more stuff. How does a combo normally end if they don't concede? You just make a shit ton of mana, and then, yeah, finale X equals 10. Alright, so I'm adding Veil. I don't know what I'm cutting, though. This is like, I don't know what I'm supposed to cut. Is it insane that I want to cut Ending? Because Grazer blanks Ragavan anyways. And I think I have to keep Teferi. Dude, I really don't know. Somebody help me, chat. How the hell are you supposed to sideboard in this matchup? How are you supposed to sideboard in this matchup? Jesus. Grazer is usually bad against Thoughtseize, but I think it's too good against Ragavan, right? Maybe that's not true. Maybe I should just cut Grazer. Yeah, I probably don't need 3 finales. Like, what would you rather have against them on the draw, Grazer or Ending? Yeah, Wargate's bad against Spell Pierce. I could shave on the tutors, which might be fine. All right, I'm gonna just cut Ending. I don't know if that's right. I think I'm gonna bring in Pierce, but not Endurance. I don't know. This is weird. This is some weird sideboarding. Yeah, that's a good point too, Bolin. Yeah, maybe Grazer's bad with the Veils. Case in point. His hand's really good, but I don't want to play Grazer on one. Yeah, I guess I could trim on Grazer, not cut them all. Alright, well, casting Grazer. I don't need to get basics. I can just get a Temple Garden. We cut the engine before cutting. Cut the Engi before cutting a Wargate. The Engi? It's the Engi. Oh, Engineer? Possibly, yeah. That one's worse against Graveyard Hate, too. I could see that. I mean, it's cool to have access to, though. You know? So now they just take Tameshi and play around Veil. I guess they could just take Veil, but kind of okay with that. See, I guess it would have been the same situation if I had Ending, where I would have, like, still wanted to Ending this. I mean, I'm just not going to play Tameshi. Am I? It's, like, so likely they have a Bolt. I'm just going to pass. Obviously, it's worse against discard, but... Like, their discard spell's going to be good against me anyways, because I have Colossus. They probably have another discard to take Veil. Possibly. Yeah, I guess I could have read that and just played Tameshi anyways. And then to get to take Colossus, but I don't have Tameshi. They also might just lose to Colossus. Colossus is pretty big. I'm gonna hold lands too. Well, I guess I can play one more land. Teferi would be nice. I'm gonna play the land they know about. There I go. I mean, they have Fatal Push. Yeah, but like them also missing a land drop means they can't trigger it. So maybe that was bad. Maybe I should have played Tameshi. What's up, Panda? Alright, I'm holding this one. There's no way they have a third Thoughtseize. I'm holding this one, chat. There's no way they have a third Thoughtseize. Alright, I block. I mean, they're just gonna hold a Bolt, right? Oh. Okay. Well, if they don't play a land, they're dead. Alright, unfortunate. Our opponent did not draw a second land. Very, very unfortunate. I guess they could have Surgical. guess they could have surgical. Seems like they may or may not have surgical. Alright. White mana. Done. They've conceded from the game. Easy. And it's kind of sketchy against Belcher, huh? Yeah, I have to mulligan this. It's too slow. Alright, well, if we survive until turn 4, put back... I think I put back the second Bloom. I want to keep this in case he has make a treasure. You don't ever need 2 Blooms. I guess the deck is competitive enough for Attorney? I think so, yeah. Whoa. Bob, what's going on here, Bob? What are we up to over there? Do I have Prismatic Ending the Ginger Brute? I don't think so. Rather just kill their 2-drop. Alright, well, they didn't have a 2-drop, and I kind of got max punished because, well, okay, this had a 2-drop. Good. Good. 5-head. 5-head! I guess I'll keep the Beseiju in hand. Might as well. Yep. Bob's story is so sad going from the Belgian God into playing bad decks. He played Mono, White, and Miria, and I think he actually top-baited, or he top-baited a challenge, and I think he top-16 2 more. Like, he was actually doing really well with that deck. Oh, this is a counterspell? Counterspells are bullshit. I'm gonna play the Tameshi. I'm gonna bait the counterspell because I have a second one. Yeah. I don't care if they counter this. I kind of want them to. Wait, they just didn't counter it? Why didn't they attack with Memnite? What the hell? I assume they had Metallic Rebuke. Yeah, but like, you know, I also just don't really care if they counter this. Okay, that's an issue. Okay, so I take 3. So we need to find a Tef for an ending. Awkward. Well, shit. Beseiju? Yeah, problem is I don't have green mana, though. If I sack my Lotus Bloom and Beseiju their Relic, then they're just going to pop the Relic. So yeah, a green source. I think I just wait a turn. They can also regenerate. Oh yeah, they can even... Well, if they regenerate, they only have... Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Sure. Can I just get it back before they exile? No, it's sorcery speed only. This is an awkward turn. Land Colossus doesn't do anything. Could just suspend pass. This goes to 2, so I take 3, go to 8, then this goes to 2, then I go to 5, this goes to 1, then I go to 2. It's kind of dicey. Yeah, if I didn't put back the second Bloom... Thing is, I get a draw off Tameshi, which means, like, any tutor... Oh, no, because I don't have red mana. I think I have to just go suspend pass. Yeah, I think I have to wait. Rodrigo, thank you so much for the 9 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Alright, we need that pending. We need the pending. Need a pending. Alright, they're tanking. Seems like they have a spell. Are they thinking about going for cranial plating and tapping out of relic? Because they only have access to 3 mana. It's so bad because if they go for plating and they force me to Boseiju, they get a mana to pop the relic. So like so bad for me. Because I have to like sack the Bloom, Boseiju their thing to not die, then they get a mana to pop the relic. It's awful. What's up, Alias? We're 3-0 right now. Yeah, Otawar would do it. Does Welding Jar do anything? What do you mean? Well, Welding Jar actually protects their relic from Boseiju, which is also hella awkward. You know? Like, I would have been able to, like, Green Source would have been lethal, but because they have this, Green Source is not lethal, they just regen the relic. Yeah, otherwise Green Source would have been lethal, which is super awkward. I don't know what they're thinking about. I haven't seen the combo. Basically, with Tameshi plus Lotus Bloom, you sacrifice Lotus Bloom. Oh, they're going to go for it. Sacrifice Lotus Bloom, use a mana to return the Lotus Bloom, pick up a land. So basically, it turns every one of your lands into +2 mana. So you generate a ton of mana, play Colossus, replay all your lands, rinse and repeat. Eventually, finale for X equals 10. Well, the other thing to note is some of these decks don't play a second land, like a second fetchable land. So, like, if I Boseiju them, they might not have a land to fetch with Relic. So, yeah, I actually win if they don't have a land to fetch. Well, I mean, my hand is forced. Obviously, I have to target this. Okay, that's fine. If I target the plating, they just regen the plating, so... Yes, let's go! Let's go! They don't have a land. Oh, chat. You're so lucky. So lucky. Had it the whole time. Get some easy claps in the chat. Let's go. Play this. Green. Woo, boy. That was dicey. It's okay. Do this. Done. Pick up this. Sack for green. I think I only do the first one for 2, because I have a lot more access to Colossus. Alright, well. And by 2, I meant 5. Alright, you're dead. Easy. Easy. Chat, it's unbelievably too free for the Doom. It's way too free. Way too free. For a change. Alright, off it. Let's go. Yeah, some of these affinity decks only have 1 basic. Apparently, a lot of them do. Yeah, sometimes they play no basics. So I'm not surprised they didn't have a second one. Alright, so let's get Knight of Autumn in. Omnath poop. Mage poop. Lavinia poop. Poop. Good Magus against exactly Urza Saga, which is probably worth it, because Saga is their best form of interaction. They get their, like, 1 Relic, 1 Soul Guide. And then I think I also want Skyclave for the same reason. Man, sideboarding with this version is tough. Like, there's just no cards I ever want to cut. I think Grazer can maybe get trimmed. Maybe, like, 1 Teferi. Although they probably have a lot of counterspells after sideboard. What if I did this again? Let's try that. Yeah, this hand fucks, right? Yeah, this hand fucks. I think I'm gonna play Grazer on one. Yeah, I am. Yeah, Alpine Mood is probably better than just trying to rely on Magus. We got a song request from Zebbington. What do we got? Stormtroopers by Sabaton. I'm down for some Sabaton. Alright, let's go. Stormtroopers. Play. Grazer. This. Suspend. Your turn. Can we get some nodders in the chat? Monitor. Come on, Bob. Bob. Come on, Bob. Bob, please. Okay. How do I kill them next turn? Oh, I just Wargate for Bloom here, right? Yeah, Wargate for Bloom next turn. 6 mana. Call Tameshi dead. Squid Squad! Thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, what land do I get? Probably want to get a white source, right? Temple Garden? Or Hallowed Fountain. Yeah, Hallowed Fountain. So let's go Wargate, green, white, blue. Get the Bloom. Your turn. So, turn 3 kill, potentially? I think I need to find a land. No, I don't, because I can just pick up a land. God, this deck is so gross! Well, they just natty have the relic. I guess they could also have a counterspell. Yeah, Wargate is sick. Alright, well, show me the counterspell, Bob. Show me the counterspell. Green, white. Eladamri Skull. Tameshi. Show me that counterspell, Bob. They don't have it. Get back Bloom. Done. They could have a dispatch. Nope, no dispatch. Let's go basic forest. Yeah, basic forest. God, this deck is so broken. Good God, chat. It's so sick. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Unfortunately, I have to make a 0/0 Colossus. It's not a big deal. Like, the first Colossus dying is kind of irrelevant. It doesn't really matter that much. Colossus. It's not a big deal. Alright, I'm gonna make a token in F6. So, we win. Dope. Eh, 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 eh. This. God, this deck is so broken! Oh, I should have kept the Beseiju. Whatever, it's irrelevant. Done. White. Oh, God, this deck is so good! Chat, how many of you are going to tcgplayer.com to build this deck right now? Type a 1 in the chat if you're going to buy cards for this deck right now. I don't even need blue mana, right? Yeah, I don't need blue mana. We already own them. Buying all the war gates, yeah. Alright, let's do this. Call. Colossus. Oh, they're off it. Let's go. Where'd this deck come from? I don't know, but whoever built it is a fucking genius. Alright, this is the downside to our Boreal Grazer. I don't know why, but I want to keep this hand so bad. This hand is so fucking good if I draw lands. Oh my god. But if I get Thoughtseize, that's pretty bad. Alright, I'm gonna ship it. Oh, it's so tempting. It's so tempting. Okay, this is better. This is much better. Esper Sentinel. How much do we care about that? I think I'm not going to kill that. I think what I'm going to do is go, yeah, just get Jeskai Triome, and then I can just ending next turn and pay for the tax. And I can curve that into Teferi, into Finale, and kill them. I think I like that. What are the technical qualifications for cheese? As long as it's not fucking processed. Processed, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even think American cheese should be called cheese. It's not really cheese. It's just, like, processed utter nonsense. You can't even call it cheese, though. It's not really cheese. It's just like coagulated milk. Alright, well, we're fucked. We are kind of fucked. Would I like to pay 11 mana? No thanks. No thanks. Thanks, but no thanks. Didn't someone write a primer for this deck with sideboard? Potentially. I don't know if Davius did. He might have. I know Davius is the creator of this deck. Cheese gatekeeping is pissing off my roommate. He says to suck a boner. Look, man, craft cheese is not cheese. It's fake. Fake. Fake, I say. What am I bouncing? Actually. I probably have to bounce Saga. Do I survive if I bounce Saga? Maybe. Man, I don't know what to do. I could also play Engineer and just try to block. But then if they have main deck Graveyard Hate, that's bad. I think I just have to YOLO bounce Saga and pray. Right? Just go Otawara, Teferi, bounce Saga, and just clench. Because the Engineer line is kind of bad against Shadow Spear. Like, they just go end of turn, make a token, untap, float mana, Shadow Spear. And it's also bad if they have main deck Graveyard Hate. Yeah, I'm just going to play Tef. Just going to bounce Saga and pray. Chat, I need you to clench. I need you to clench. Please clench. Hold. 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 Maybe they'll accidentally forget to make a token. I mean, if they don't kill us, they're gonna die. Like, we have it rolled up next turn, but we just need to, you know, not die. It's a lot to ask. It's a lot to ask. Well, don't inhale because, you know. No, don't do that. Yeah, we also died to Paladin plus Artifact. Black mana. They have Thoughtseize? Okay, that's bad. But it means we're not dead. So, I guess that's a W? Technically? I'll take it as a dub. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, we're also just at hammer. All right. Tilt. Knight, Magus, Skyclave, probably. I think Teferi kind of stinks against them. I don't like it. Yeah, I just want to be as fast as possible. Teferi's kind of slow. I guess maybe I'll keep one in. Alright, let's do it. The problem with Mage is they have Stoneforge Mystic, and also Mage is bad against Saga for Hammer, so I really don't like Meddling Mage against them. It just, like, it never does what you want it to do. Maybe it's good in your opening hand if you can just, like, snipe, just name Sigarda's 8 on turn 2 or some shit, but on the play Pierce is ever worth? Nah. Pierce is also still bad against the same cards. Like, those cards are also bad against Saga, and Saga is their best card against you. So, like, I don't like boarding cards. Like, I don't know. The way that I look at it is a lot of their other cards, Saga is the most problematic card. The other cards maybe don't matter as much, but this hand's cracked. I mean, no interaction, but... let's play this one first. The Hammer Time song? We just played the Hammer song, didn't we? Didn't we literally just listen to the Hammer song? I think we did. Can I do this deck? What land were you going to take that turn if I survived? Finale, well, no, assuming no Thoughtseize. Finale for Tameshi and then kill them, because I had a Bloom suspended. You know what else scares now? That's scary. Okay. Mm. Man, more and more, I kind of want to put a Dryad Arbor into this deck. Maybe it's Cap, but... So this has to get... I need green mana. So this has to get Temple Garden, I think. Green, white, blue. Yeah. Yep. How did I kill a Tameshi? So Tameshi plus Bloom turns every single land you play into +2 mana. Oh, I guess I didn't have a payoff, yeah. So I would have had to draw a payoff off the Tameshi draw step. Yeah, so I was a payoff short, but... Yeah. Well, no, because I was missing a payoff. Or no, because... Did I have a Colossus? What was my hand? No, because my hand was Finale plus Engineer, right? Yeah, okay. So I would have had to find a payoff. Yeah, I didn't have a payoff. So I would have had to draw a tutor or, yeah, just like any payoff. I mean, I'm just going to play Tameshi, but I'm not going to block. Does it make sense to go Wargate and then Wargate for Bloom, sack Bloom Tameshi? I think it does. I mean, I'm not blocking. Sorry. Wargate. And then crack Bloom for Tameshi. Yeah. And I'm doing this in case they have a discard spell, because if they don't kill us, if their hand is all discard spells, then we can easily win, because we have 3 payoffs. So, and even if they kill, well, if they kill this, then we can just go Finale for a second Tameshi and then have a Colossus. So yeah, we win if they don't kill us. We can beat almost any interaction here. Maybe not a piece of graveyard hate though. We just needed to draw, like, we needed a Prismatic Ending that turn. If I had Ending, what I could have done is gone Wargate for a white source, then played Ending. I'm not blocking. Blocking is a losing line. Sucks because they got Shadow Spear, which means they probably have Double Hammer, but, like, I don't know, man, it is what it is. Okay. Interactive Magic. All right, YouTube, and that was the Tameshi Bloom League. I just wanted to kind of go over basically the changes to the list that I've made since this video, because like I said in the intro, I've made a couple of small changes since then. Unfortunately, we couldn't close out that last round for the 5-0, but that's how the cookie crumbles. Deck is still super powerful, super consistent, as you saw in the video. Let's go over some changes. So as I was talking about in the intro, I've decided to cut the prismatic endings. I've moved Omnath to the main deck, and I've been considering a build that has like 4 copies of Omnath main deck. The problem is without something like Utopia Sprawl, like for consistent ramp, I guess you still have Grazer, but it's really hard because, again, this deck can't play the mid-range game as well as the 4-color Omnath can, so it's more of just like kind of a hedge, and just like this powerful card that's good against the really aggressive strategies like Burn or something like that. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I wanted to try out 2 copies, and I've been tinkering. I've tried 1, I've tried 2. I haven't tried more than 2 yet, but it's been decent so far. The Skyclave and the Sakura Tri-Belter, as I talked about in the intro, the Skyclave is really good. It covers basically every piece of hate that you could possibly think of, like Leyline of the Void, Rest in Peace, Relic of Progenitus, Soul Guide Lantern, all that stuff. Skyclave covers it all, and it's tutorable with Call, so I love it. And then the Sakura Tri-Belter, it doesn't look like much, but specifically because this deck requires as we talked about, a certain number of lands to be able to go off. Sakura Tri-Belter being a ramp spell that also gains you life and puts a physical land into play is really important. Even on combo turns, there's some situations where I have 3 mana and I have like multiple Lotus Blooms, so I have extra mana that I don't know what to do with, but before I go off, I want an extra land. And Tri-Belter is break even the turn that if you have Tameshi Bloom, because you spend 2 for the Elder, you spend 1 for the Tameshi to pick up a land and get back the Bloom, and then you net 3 mana. So it's break even, but it's +1 land if you're short on actual physical lands for the Colossus. So I like it there, and it's just a decent ramp spell, protects your Teferi. Really, really good. I love the Elder. And then the sideboard has changed a little bit. Again, I mentioned we cut the second Sanctifier. I've added the Portable Hole to the sideboard. 2 Brent and Forge Tender, really good against Lightning Bolt, Unholy Heat, Fury, all that kind of stuff. I'm up to 3 Spell Pierce and 2 Veil of Summer. I think Pierce is probably the best sideboard card for this deck entirely because it covers basically everything. It covers most of the hate. It covers Counterspell, Teferi. It covers random stuff like Necromentia. So I like Pierce a lot. Veil's good, but it's just a little bit more situational, so I think I like going with a slight lean towards Pierce. I'm keeping 1 Endurance, as I talked about. I like having it to call for. 1 Tireless Tracker, here's a new addition as well to kind of go along with the Omnath. You can kind of play like this mid-range. You're slightly better at doing the mid-range thing with multiple Omnaths and now a Tracker. But again, be careful a little bit of that. You don't want to go too heavy into that against the 4-color deck. I'm going with the Magus over the Alpine Moon for now. Again, that could change as the metagame changes, but I think there's more big mana than there is hammer. Again, we're keeping the Mage and Lavinia, and then I've swapped the second Endurance for a Tormod's Crypt because it's Wargate on turn 3. You can just Wargate for 0, get a Crypt, and also you can loop Tormod's Crypt with Tameshi, which is pretty cool against something like Living End. So that's the deck. I absolutely love this deck, and I like I said, I've been playing it a ton on the channel over the past couple of weeks. I'll drop a link in the description if you want to check out the Twitch channel. I stream live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So with all of that, if you guys like this deck, I really hope you enjoyed the content. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.